no knowledge base nor experience, laughing, crying emoji, grow up. I totally agree with you. I think I need more knowledge and I need more experience. And I've been yelled at by quite a few professors before. In many ways, this type of comment is every scientist's greatest fear. It's time to revisit our old episodes in a segment called The Connect, where in particular we'll be focusing on comments from viewers. Comes courtesy of a comment left on my video around back pain and the opioid dilemma around back pain, in that administering opioids might not be a very objectively beneficial course of treatment. And it comes from a user, Phoenix Thunder Tarot 3738. So I don't know what the significance of Phoenix Thunder Tarot 3738 is, but thank you for commenting on the video and engaging with the video. I'm trying to find and foster a positive community on YouTube, but I thought I would spend some time to address maybe some negative and constructive criticism for the podcast. Phoenix Thunder Tarot 3738. No knowledge base nor experience, laughing, crying emoji, grow up. No knowledge base nor experience. This is not a time for me to outline my credentials, but as I said, I am a scientist and a college professor who's worked in these areas for about 15 years. I haven't worked my entire life in these fields, and I do look quite young. If you're watching the video portion of the podcast, the audio version, I don't know how old or young my voice sounds, but nevertheless, that's a fair bit of constructive criticism, I guess. I can always have more knowledge base. I can always have more experience. And I think in many ways, this type of comment is every scientist's greatest fear. All of us have some version of the imposter syndrome, thinking that we don't have as much experience in the things that we're researching as we should. And we just need one person in the crowd who really knows that we actually don't know anything to call us out. And our expertise is like a house of cards. It comes crumbling down. This is not my chance to call out this user, Phoenix Thunder Tarot 3738. I totally agree with you. I think I need more knowledge and I need more experience, but I don't think the answer is to not talk about complex scientific issues, because science communication is a practice that requires repetition, requires iterative improvement to get right. The only way for me to acquire the experience and acquire the knowledge base around the areas and topics in science is to have reps in talking about them. If you're an early or mid-career young scientist or someone who's trying to get into science communication or any kind of media creation online on these very specific professional topics, don't let a bit of negativity get you down. We can all concede that we could do with more experience and more knowledge, but the way to get that knowledge and get that experience is not to shy away from opportunities to talk about topics in public forum. When the stakes are higher, you learn that much more quickly, that much more intensely. And I want to actually thank the user Phoenix Tarot 3738 for taking the time to leave the comment. Even though it was a negative comment, I think it's very instructive for me. I will look for new opportunities to learn and gain more experience over time. When you think college professor, my image is not usually the one that usually comes up. So very often when I finish class and the next professor is scheduled to come into class, and I've been yelled at by quite a few professors before because they think I'm getting in their way and using the lectern and the lecture theater when I shouldn't be there. I should be like scurrying away after the last class is finished. And again, that could very easily be a self-defeating thing. Oh, why is everyone being nasty to me? Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I don't belong. Maybe I should be shooed away. But I've leveraged it and flipped it as a professional learning exercise. After I finish class, I always take that extra step and introduce myself to the next professor who's entering the classroom about to give their class. And first of all, that signals I'm not an imposter. I do have a reason of being here. I am also a fellow professor, but then that allows me to form an extra network, an extra connection. And I've formed a lot of professional connections just through that simple flipping and changing the mindset. Instead of thinking everyone is out to criticize you and accuse you of being an imposter, engage with more people, take these opportunities to form more connections. That's actually a more beneficial professional strategy. My name is Jack. Hope to connect you again next time around.